Hello guys, welcome to this video. So in this video we will actually talk about that how to build out a Google search engine and a Wikipedia API tool inside Node.js and Express. So this tool, from the name itself, will actually allow us to actually fetch the Google search engine snippet and the Wikipedia details of a particular person or a particular topic. So here, this is actually the application that you're seeing right here on your screen. So we have this nice little UI here where we allow the user to enter any topic. So let's suppose that you can search for any person, and then you can search for the language of the Google search result. So by default, you can see all these languages are there. So you can select your own language. So let me select for now English here. I want the results to be returned in English language, and then I just simply click the search option. So as I click the search button, so it will fetch the details about the specific person here. It will tell you this nice little formatted detail, title, description. This is actually the URL of the person right here. It will redirect you to this. Then is all such information: born, current teams, date join, number of centuries, siblings. So this all this information is basically we are scraping it, guys, using the Google search API. So it's a mini Google search engine. You can search for any topics, person, and it will return you these details in a certain table-like structure. And all these details we are fetching it, if you see, from the Google page. If you just search for this topic on Google, and on the right hand side here you will see we are fetching all these details. So this is the description, this is the bond details, current teams, date join, number of centuries, siblings, parents. You can see we are basically searching all this section right here and displaying it inside the table like structure inside our website. So we are just scraping this using Google search API and also Wikipedia API. It's a tool. You can change the name here. Let's suppose I give here this one. So what I can do is that by default the language should be English. So what I can do, I can make it selected so that if you reload the page, by default the language will be selected as English. So if I reload the page now, so the language by default is selected as English here. You can see that. So now you can search for the topic or any person that you want to search for. Click on search. It will take some time and it will return those details in a table like structure. You will see that. So you can see that. So again, if you search for this topic by manually going to Google and search for this, again you will see all these things that you see right here. It is scraped right here. So it's a mini Google search, guys. You can search for any topic and it will return all the details about that particular topic. You can change this. So let's suppose if you want the details to be returned in your language. So what you can do is that you can change it to your own language. Let's suppose. So now the, uh, the description, all these details will be converted to that specific language. You will see that. You can select any language, Chinese. So all languages are supported, guys. You will see that. So you can go to that Wikipedia page of Chinese. You will see that. So it makes it very much easy to view results in various languages at the same time you are getting information. So it makes it very much easy. So all the languages are there in the drop down. You will see that. So you can select any language. So if you need the source code of this project, guys, I basically developed a specific module for this project which allows you to do this web scraping process in different languages from Google, and you can directly purchase the full source code. The link is given in the description of my website procodestore.com. You can purchase it. After purchasing it, you will actually be redirected to Google Drive where you will actually get the zip file of this project. You just need to extract the zip file and simply run the command just run the node index.js file. So I have node1 installed, so I can simply start this. The app is server is listening on port 5000, so it is coded in Express EJS. EJS is a template engine, so this is the Express code, this is the EJS code, which is holding the HTML code. So now I will simply start this application and write it from scratch. So first of all, guys, what we need to do is that we need to simply make a simple Express server, backend server. So we will simply require the Express module. Then we will simply make a Express app right here, and we will actually start this Express application at port 5000. So we will simply say that app is listening on port 5000, and also we need to set the view engine, which is EJS in this case, embedded JavaScript template. And also we need to import the body parser middleware, so express.url encoded. This is very much useful while we are working with forms. So these two lines are very much important, express.json. If you don't write it, you will get an error. So we have included these two middlewares. Now we just need to set, sorry, whenever we go to the home page, we need to load the template index.ejs. So response.render index. That's all. So here we are actually loading this template which is present in the inside the views folder. So just create a views folder in the root directory and just create this file index.ejs, and here we will be writing the HTML code right here, and just change the title of it Google search engine and Wikipedia API tool. So for styling this application, we will actually be needing Bootstrap CDN. So simply include the Bootstrap CDN right here. So now we will be having the container class and margin top 5. So all these classes are of Bootstrap, and inside this we will be having a simple heading in the center position. And so if you want to now run this application in the browser, you can simply just go to localhost 5000 and you will actually see this heading. You can see that in the center position. So after doing this, we just now need to add a simple form here on the screen. This form will actually make a post request to slash search route, and inside this we will have a simple label where we will actually be allowing the user to enter any topic to actually fetch the Google results. So here we will simply be having a input field where the user will write input type text, and name here will be topic and should be required. We will be giving, that's all. So if you reload the application, you will see this input field will be added. We just need to add our Bootstrap class, which is form control. So if you refresh now, there will be this input field added right here, and here the user will enter the topic. And after doing this, we just need to have a button to actually submit the form. But before that, we also need to have a select field where we need to allow the user to select in which language the Google results must return. So here the user will select the language, their respective language. So now we will have this select list which will include all the countries' language codes. So for English it is EN, for Spanish it is ES, for Hindi it is HI, for Africans it is AF. So I will simply copy this list. So you will get all this source code in the description whenever you purchase it. So I will simply now paste it here. It's a very long list. I don't want to waste the time in writing this, so I will simply copy this list right here. I will just paste it. So you will now see, now it has having all the languages codes alongside with the description of the language: Afrikaans, Albanian, Arabic, Armenian. You can see all this select list is there. So after you do this, there will be this select list added with all the languages. So lastly, we just have to have a button to actually allow the user to submit the form. So just after this, we will have a simple button. It will say search topic. We will be giving a bootstrap class here, which is btn primary. A red blue color button will be added. So here button type submit. So just refresh here, you will see that. So button is added. Now we just need to add this post request in the backend server, which is /search. So to go to your index.js file and just make this endpoint, which is /search request response, and we will be getting the topic which is entered by the user. So request body dot topic. So after you get the topic, it is very easy. You will import my special module which I written guys. So you will get this module after you make the payment. So it is automatically there in the node modules folder. So we will simply fetch it, coding Siksha search downloader. This is the name of the module that I developed. So now this module contains a simple method. We also need to fetch the language as well, which is submitted by the user. So request.body.language, and then we will simply be having an options, which is actually a JSON object. So here we will provide some default options. Page will be 0, save. You don't need to change these options, just stick to these options. If you change the options, the application will not work. So just don't change these options. So here we need to replace the language here. So whatever language you want to search the results in, so it is will be dynamically placed right here. After you do this, now we just need to call this method. It needs to be a async function, so just make this as async because we are using await keyword right here. And here you use the module, and it contains the method here, which is search. And if you search for this topic name, pass it in options as well, and then you can basically make a variable knowledge panel, response dot knowledge panel, and then we need to render this index template and pass it the variable knowledge panel. By default, this knowledge panel will be undefined. Just make it. So if you just console log it, you will actually see a JSON response will be returned to you in the console. If I search for any topic right here, click on search topic. So what will happen in the console? So it is saying that name is not defined. Sorry, here we need to replace topic, not name. So you will basically see this all this data will be returned to us. You can see that this is a title, description. This is actually the metadata. All these things we need to display it in the browser using EJS. So how we can do that? It's very easy. We are re-rendering the template, passing this variable knowledge panel. So we just need to go to this template index.ejs. Just after the form is ending, right after that, we will add a simple if condition of EJS. So we will write some EJS right here. This is actually the syntax. We will be having the variable right here, and we will close this. So now we are simply saying that if this variable exists, then only execute this code. And here we will be having this heading, which is knowledge panel. just have two break tags right here. So you will have this table. So it will be first of all be holding the title, and then it will be holding the actual data. So this will be knowledge panel dot title. So if you just refresh now, so you will basically see it will actually show you the title right here. This is actual title which is showing you. So you can see that we are passing this variable and it basically contains a property which is called as title. So we are displaying this. What I can do is that I can simply copy the rest of the properties right here. Just to save time, some time here. So I will simply paste it. So here we are simply fetching all these properties and displaying it. You will see that we are running a for each loop for metadata for displaying the title value. So for all the properties present in the metadata, we are displaying it. So once again, if you do this, click on search topic. So you will basically now see the title, description, the URL. If you see, it will be redirected to that specific thing. This is born here, hide parents. You will see all this thing will be displayed. You can also change the language here to any language. So it will be converted to that specific language that you select. Just wait. Let me change this language to this language. I think some kind of error is there because language is not changing. Because let me see if the language is console log language request or body dot language. Let me see if I give a name attribute is not name is equal to, sorry, this is the spelling is wrong. So just change it to language. So this name parameter needs to be the same here. So whatever that you put right here in the, it needs to be the same. So now it should work. So if I enter the topic and if you want the result to be in Chinese language, click on search. So now the results will come. Let me see, console log it. So ZH, we change this to this language. I think guys, I'm just messing up some code right here. So what I will do is that I will simply copy the original code because I think some typo mistake is happening. So I will revert back to the original code in both the files so that I don't waste some time. So copy this and also inside index.js. So now it should work because I changed it to the original codes. So if I change the language to this language, click on search. So you will basically see the return results are in that specific language. So it was just a typo mistake happening and can go to any language. search it. This is actually the application that we built, guys, a mini Google search clone, which actually scrapes all the Wikipedia information about a certain topic. You can search for any topic right here. So if you're interested, the link is given in the description, and you can purchase this full project. You will get a specific module that I prepared for you, which is Coding Shiksha Search Downloader. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I will be seeing you in the next live stream.